Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. We are joined today by my twin flame and husband, Dave.
Hello.
So we are going to start with a general reading, and then we will get into some questions. So we're going to let Dave start.
Okay.
So I hope everyone is doing well.
What do we need to know today? Okay, so the first one we get is choosing your path, all is possible. Followed by protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Followed by answering the call. The time is now. And then uncovering treasures beneath the surface is great bounty. And staying focused, hold the course. So it just seems like you just maybe a little indecision, but just kind of follow. And I guess the underlying energies follow your fellow travelers, so you know you're not alone because you've got your angels and everybody else there. So follow the path. Times now, there's a lot of treasure, and just have to make sure you have the right perspective about things.
Yes, definitely a time of changing perspective on things.
Yes.
Been kind of a focus lately.
Yes.
Especially for us. So we know we kind of.
Yes.
So teach what you learn. So we're getting to learn it so we can teach it. So fun for that. We hope everyone is doing well. We're just going to do a little general, and then we're going to jump into some readings.
Been a minute.
It's been a minute since we've done it together. So much has happened in that time. Let's see. Current energy, the King of Pentacles. Crossed by the Eight of Swords. Is somebody on your mind? Are you focused on your pinnacle? Are you kind of nervous about your pinnacle and your stability? Or an earth sign? The underlying energy is the Seven of Cups, which is sometimes about not needing to make a choice and not being sure which, like, the path is blocked for him, but he's kind of like, oh, it's this, but do I want to do anything about it? Indecision there. So are you having some indecision? And the recent past is the Eight of Cups. So that could be somebody walking away or you walking towards your spiritual path. So that's 2 8s, the infinity symbol there. So definitely change is coming. So the headspace, the 10 of Wands, putting the burden down. Are you ready to drop the burden as you let go of control? Like he's just like, okay, I'm just going to sit and watch. If you have to take the action forward, what action are you willing to take? What burden are you willing to let go of control of? Or the judgment of, because the immediate future is the judgment card, which is about where you have a judgment on yourself and other people. Because normally if we look at somebody and we're projecting judgment on them, we have that same tendency somewhere in our energy. So current environment is the 10 of Cups. So 2 10s. We like that. With the judgment in the middle. So I feel like it's saying the judgment is the burden you have to let go of to get to this 10 of Cups down here. Would you agree with that, Dave?
Yes.
We've recently been working on that and gain you clarity. So how other people see you are the Queen of Swords, which is sometimes you have to cut people off or just change the way you're thinking and having that new perspective and taking a moment just to be like, hold on. I'm having a negative thought about this. You know what that actually means? Source doesn't agree with you. You're wrong. You're having a negative feeling about something. Sometimes every time means you're wrong because source does not feel that way about that same situation. And that's why we have negative feelings, because we're not agreeing with source. The Hopes and Fears card is the Empress. Are you hoping to step into that energy of manifesting everything you desire and birthing that in? And at the same time, are you afraid of that very same thing? Are you ready to say, this is what I want and I'm giving up control because I don't have to control it? The outcome is the Four of Swords. So healing some energy that you're holding on to that's holding you back. What do you got to let go of? You get the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands. Dave's been getting that card so much lately. The Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. So we got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. It looks like definitely the feminine energy is overcoming the shadow and walking into a new way. And as feminine energy does that, the masculine energy will mirror that. Because we all have our own part in this. This Five of Wands is always about, everybody's kind of working towards the same outcome. So I'm going to get a Celia card. So we get the card of transformation and progress. You are undergoing major changes. Be easy on yourself at this time. Get lots of rest and drink extra water. Card of grow your self-love, honor and know yourself. So sometimes we have to take a look at where is our judgment with this situation. Sometimes initially we'll be like, no, we don't have judgment there. But after you talk it a little bit, you can figure out where you actually do have some judgment. And then you get the card of true love, which is, yes, this is the romantic partner you seek. And the card of get grounded, which is take a walk, soak up the sun, and put your feet on the earth. And then you get the card of teacher wisdom, which is what we were talking about. Me and Dave are learning all this, so we get to teach our wisdom. You are a light worker here to share the gifts of your journey. Everyone is meant to share their journey and what you learn along the way to help you personally do your healing. That being said, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us. Just drop a little comment. Let us know maybe where you're from, and then we'll start with some questions. I know Dave's going to shuffle his first minute, and I'm going to do the same. And take a deep breath.
Yes.
Take a deep breath. Get grounded. Oh, hi, Jocelyn. How are you? Yeah, I'm a Cali girl originally. My sisters are still there. So, do you have a question today, Jocelyn? And we're going to let Dave get you an oracle, and then we'll get you
some tarot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The world wanted to pop out there. Brand new cycle coming. And we definitely feel like that is the case. New cycles are definitely in the works.
Gonna do that 11/11 portal
And Venus is in Libra, which is all about transformation with love. Oh, what's coming next in love? So,
okay. Coming next in love. First card I get is discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Then transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. And underlying energy is narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So just be true to yourself and know that you're probably going through a transformation. With something with your love life. And
we are in Scorpio right now, which is all about transformation.
Yes. So be easy with yourself and just kind of keep walking that path. And
have you wrote your list of like the things you want, and then I feel like as you're continuing to walk your path, this transformation is going to happen with love coming in. We switch to this little mini Light Seers deck. And you get the Empress. Oh, and Three of Wands. So you can manifest your desires. And the underlying energy is the Seven of Swords, which is about, walking away from those thoughts that don't serve you and really focus on what you do want to manifest. Like, so he's always saying, write it down. So like there's some energy from the past that you're holding on to. And then are you walking your path? Because as you're like, he's like got the backpack on and he's like going on a journey. Are you walking? Are you working on your path? Because the King of Swords is right there. It looks like he's gaining some wisdom. And I was ready a long time before Dave was ready. And you know what? I had some stuff to learn. And then when it was the right time, literally, like Dave had a thought of he wanted to have a house before he got a woman. So literally he got a house, and how much longer after that did we meet?
3 weeks.
So and I had made my list, and I had just finally said, okay, I'm an energy healer. And you know what? Dave's like, what's an energy healer?
Yep.
So just keep walking your path and know that it's coming. You can manifest. You're manifesting it. You got the Empress, so that's saying you're being very balanced in your energy. And the Three of Wands is personal wish fulfillment. So, but sometimes that's the action you have to take towards that. Are you working your spiritual path? Like she's on the beach in that card, but if she doesn't walk towards the water, she's not surfing anywhere. So also maybe a call to go to the beach.
Beach is always good.
We love to go to the beach. Great place to get grounded.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us, Jocelyn. Hi, AG. How are you doing? Hi, Mia. AG, can we get your question next? And right there.
Yeah.
I should know you moderate,
Just a good place.
Me and Dave were just working a little bit ago in the backyard on where we're going to manifest a condo on the beach, so I could be closer to my girls. What's coming towards him in the rest of the month?
And some energy. So let's see what cards popped out here. Thank you, Brenda. So stepping into your power, you are strong beyond measure. Followed by begin now, take your first step. And wise leader, you're a beacon for others. And the underlying energy is watching clouds lie back, rest, and relax. So that seems like you just need to continue down your spiritual path. Make sure you begin now, and then be assured that you'll be that beacon, and try not to control things. Rest, relax, kind of go with the flow of things.
Do your recordings and then trust that they're going to be listened to as needed to be.
Yes.
Yes, meditation.
Yeah.
And we're going to get some tarot.
Awesome.
But it feels like it's definitely the time is now. So he's been telling you now. Like she's really been pushing Dave by the end of the year, why are we on such fast forward?
Because it's that time of year.
You get the card of the Two of Wands, which is about picking your own path. And no, either path you pick is going to take you where you're supposed to go because you have a contract with that. And as soon as you start having a little more clarity on the things you need to do, like Five of Swords is about taking a new kind of action. It's about fives are about changing, and swords are about thought. So changing the thought, and then a new message is going to come. The it's going to bring some stability with the Queen of Pentacles, and the underlying energy is the Knight of Wands or the Page of Wands. So we feel like you're getting lots of messages as you're meditating. Are you meditating? Are you getting more are you getting more messages?
I bet he is.
I bet he is. Okay, you get the card Be the Light. Shine your light to remove the darkness. The card of Family Karma, which is generational karma and ancestral karma. The card of Personal Karma, which is the karma you brought into this life and the karma you accumulate daily. The card of Emotional Check-in, which is place your hand on your heart and, how do you feel? And then be confident. Smile, shine your light. There's only one you. So it's definitely about you shining your light. And then inspired action. Are you sometimes randomly I'll just be like, I need to go meditate. And when I do, I get some message from Celia. And I feel like your guides are trying to so follow the inspired action you're getting, but make sure you're doing your personal meditation. I'm seeing a squirrel out on the fence and he's just eating the corn. So I feel like something about squirreling away. Even if you're not where you can put your recordings out, are you recording on your phone so you can put them back for now, or do little video blogs and do a little talk and then record it, and you don't have to post it right now, but have it something about squirreling something away, Celia's saying, because now the squirrel's gone. Anyway.
That's kind of like how you do your videos, and so
Yes. You're very welcome. Have a great day. So we'll see, Dave. Who else would like a message? Please just drop a comment. Let us know you're here, and then we will get a message for you. There's a squirrel again. Thank you very much.
thank you.
It's always a good day when I get to spend it with you.
Doing what you love.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway.
Who else wants a card?
Who would like a message today? If not, maybe a short life. If so, it means we're meant to go do something else. Follow the breadcrumbs. So. So anyone else that would like a message, please just drop a comment. Let us know. We will go from there. Hi, Mia. We will get your question next. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing? How can you bring in more financial help? Tammy, we're going to get your question, and then we're going to do Mia. Mia, you can drop your question. Crow cards.
I was supposed to change cards. I just didn't know which ones.
Those
Okay.
cards wanted me to bring them in here. I went to get my cards, and then those cards were calling for me. Not for me, for Dave. anomaly.
So I get anomaly. That kind of just speaks to me saying, what is your unique gift or what makes you special? Because there's you have something that's you may not think is special, but is really kind of special. And the underlying energy I get is ghosts, which is just kind of that's karma from the past or something that's haunting you.
Tammy, is there a spiritual gift in your family lineage? Are you doing it? Like my older sister was into some spiritual stuff, but like she's passed for quite a while now, and like I feel like some of the family from the past is trying to guide you on like on your what is your special gift? Like I do tarot and I channel Celia. Me and Dave were talking and I'm like, this morning, I'm like, Dave, do you have envy about me channeling Celia? And he's like, a little bit. I'm like, well, you have a gift in your hands that I clearly don't have. So, like, we all have a different gift. So,
God's always given us something special, and it's unique to us.
And we're going to get you some tarot. We just did use these, so we want to make sure we have them good and the energy flowing up on it. But yeah, this card, like all the birds in the background are like the blackbirds, and this card is like very karma can be a good thing too. It doesn't always have to be bad. So current energy, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can be about the 1111 portal, which we are currently in. I saw Mia ask about the 1111 portal. It opened yesterday. It goes for about a week. Venus moved into Libra, which is about relationships as well. So this could be about your home life becoming a little more free-spirited because they look like they're having a good time. It can also be about moving. The underlying energy is the Eight of Swords, or the Eight of Wands. Are you looking for? I know you're having a situation with your daughter, and I know you're looking for somewhere else. About your house. I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication coming about the house, maybe about somewhere new that you're meant to be. Like, is where you're going. I'm just having the whole like download of when I had this kind of same situations somewhat happen, and I had to move somewhere else to somewhere I could afford, somewhere that was not as strapping for me. Something that happened really easy, like, and it was like, if this is meant to be, let it be easy. And like, we're going to keep going. A new opportunity's coming because there's the headspace is like this. You're like, we feel like in your headspace, like you're like, okay, this is what's blocking me. And like, he's focused on what's blocking him. Like, but he's just focused on it. He's not actually taking the action towards it. Like, you see what's blocking you from that move. And as long as you're focused on it, he's not going to do it. You know what you tell him? Either you sell it or you lose it. I mean, those are like the options, like, right? I feel like that's where you're at, sell it or lose it. So as long as you feel he's not going to do it, he's never going to do it. Like, And wasn't that decided in like can you not go back to court over this? It wasn't decided in court. It was like kept in both of your names like that. You get the immediate future is the Four of Swords, which is about healing your thoughts because swords are thoughts. So take some time to think about how it could be in a different way. There has to be another option that has not yet presented itself. And as long as you feel like there's that barrier there, then it can't present itself. And the current energy is the King of Swords, which is like that blocking energy, like somebody that's like in their head, like not doing it. Environment, Temperance, Archangel Michael, right there to help you. It's in your environment. Call in Archangel Michael to help you, Tammy. And then the Hopes and Fears card is about moving. Are you resistant about moving? Because if you're like, I don't want to move, then there's no reason for him to. Then there's no reason for him to want to sign the papers if you don't want to move anyway. You have to decide that I'm ready to go wherever I'm meant to go. Outcome, Ace. The Ace of Wands. Are you meditating? Are you calling in your guides? Are you trying to find balance in your energy? And as long as you're in that mindset, like you can't, you just have to figure out. I know we're in an accident and you were injured. I'm like trying to remember the whole story. Like, I do good recall stuff when I'm channeling. So I'm like, I feel like so you're unable to work. You get the Ten of Swords, which is definitely about letting go of that lack mindset. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. So it looks like you're focused, the underlying energy is on the Four of Cups, which is like focused on the wrong thing. You do have 3 4s here, and 4s are definitely about stupid. Actually, you got all 4 of the 4s here. Actually, normally I don't, so it's really good that I'm actually remembered any of it, because normally once I finish with a reading, it's gone. But there's something about you that Celia's like feeding it all right back. But you got 4 4, so it's all about the stability that's trying to come in. Like it's trying to come in. We're going to get you a Celia card. But as you focus on the first card that want to pop out is the Surrender into Service. When you are unsure of which direction to take, focus on service. You get the card of Boundaries, which is we teach people how to treat us. You get the card of Self-Love, which is it's an inside job that starts with you. And then Ask Your Angels, which is your angels are always with you. And underlying energy is Creativity Spark, which is dive deep into that project. The time is now. So that goes right back to that anomaly. What is your gift? Like mine is doing tarot. Dave is doing the sand bowls. Like, what is your gift? What is your God-given gift? But as you find, the abundance is a reflection of your self-love right now, too. First, some CeliaGuidance. Write down what you want to manifest. Like, write it down. She's always about, write the story how you would like it to be. If you want to stay in your place where you're at, you know what? It sounds like you have some karma and negative energy tied to that. And it feels like that's going to stay as long as you're there. Sometimes with that, like I had a house and it was that, and then I had to move. And then eventually I moved again to somewhere that was a little 1 bedroom because it was just me. So, yeah, there's definitely energy tied to that. So write the story. Like me and Dave were in the backyard talking about, okay, for this condo we want, what do you want there? Because I'm like, I don't want to be there all the time. I love where we live in Indiana. And we want to be here sometimes. So we were talking to each other, and you can talk to somebody else. You can talk to us. Where would you like to go? What would you like there? You know, we would like an ocean view. Dave loved. We were there, and Dave got to work and look at the beach. He loved that. So that's something that is on the list now for what we want on our next house. So write a list of what you want on your next house. Like write the list. So me is next.
I have any spiritual gifts?
You definitely do, Mia.
Okay.
So he's like, definitely. We're gonna let Dave.
Mia's spiritual gift. So me, I get routine, and underlying energy is perspective. Do you have
What is some of the things you have worked on this journey? That's the thing.
Yes.
Like I started reading tarot for myself, and then I knew I was a messenger. I kept getting the cards that I was a messenger. So then I'm like, okay, so I'm going to pursue it in that direction. I was doing work as a physical therapist, figured out I had a gift in my hand, so I learned Reiki. So like the things that you are called to and that you're interested in your routine.
And that's almost like when you get the two different cards, it's almost like you can see things. It's that perspective. You can see things differently than other people. It's you've got that gift of perspective, I guess. It's being able to see things differently and the day-to-day things that go on.
And with that, it's definitely it says routine, but there's definitely,
Yeah, it's seeing something different.
And when I was shuffling, the high priestess wanted to jump out, and then we're going to get you some cards, which is that 1111 card. There's the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the the Hanged Man, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Swords, with the Seven of Cups on the underlying energy. That confusion. Just follow your heart. Go with what makes you happy. And we feel like you're getting new inspiration. And when you get that new inspiration, or when something happens, say, what am I supposed to take from this? Like if you're in a relationship and it doesn't work out, instead of thinking you're trapped or anything, no, this showed me my strength of I can move on, on this journey. You have to try to have that. Yeah, you're getting the high priestess. Are you meditating?
It's that spiritual. Yeah.
Are you meditating? Are you getting connected? Are you, and this is like happy high vibe. As you're in that high vibe place, the new inspirations are going to come to you. Just be open to that new perspective. Like say, if this isn't how if you're having a feeling, definitely you have to do the meditating. Like you can do it like even by listening to a sound. Like I listen to Dave sometimes. He'll play the bowls and that helps me meditate. We sleep to it at night as well. But you can do like breathing exercises where you're counting your breath, because if you're focused on the counting, you can't focus on anything else. And then through doing that, your vibration automatically will raise up to a higher level. Yes, because I think we talked not long ago about we told you had a Celia like us. So
it's that gift of perspective.
yeah. Like we definitely get different perspective from Celia. Like me and Dave will talk about something, And then I will go meditate, and then Celia will show me my place in all of that. So, yeah, and check out Dave's channel, Big Wave Sound Therapy. He does some singing bowls. They're great to just listen to, and you just focus on the sound of those, and then that kind of will help your vibration rise.
Focus about breathing. Breathe.
Breathe in for the count of 6, hold it for the count of 5, and breathe out for the count of 8. You are very welcome, Mia. Hi, Como. How are you doing? Nope, we're just calling randomly. We're just
Sunday fun day.
hanging out.
Pulling some cards.
I'm getting a whole like reading in my ear.
Okay.
So I don't know what that's about. I guess we'll see. So, so we are going to wait for Como to drop the question.
Okay.
Cards are clearly ready to talk.
Yes. So we're just waiting on Como to post up the question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we are just being patient.
It's that control thing. We've been working on that this week.
We have definitely been working on let go of control. Is there any control? And
There's not.
there's not. And we'll give it a few more moments, and then if not, we'll answer SS's question. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
So on to SS.
Yes.
What message did SE want to give to me about her feelings and next actions for me?
No contact.
No contact. Okay. So I get the card of passion and pleasure, savor your life, and view from above, get the big pictures, kind of the underlying energy. So have fun, enjoy what you're doing, because it's almost like they're keeping an eye on you. They're just trying to figure out what you're doing, if things are right.
And savor your life is always an opportunity to savor the best time with SD, and focus on the happiest times and have that perspective of, instead of missing that person, I'm going to savor the love I have for that person. And through savoring the love and focusing on the love, you're going to do that, bring that communication back a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. Get some tarot.
They're full of energy. The Hierophant, which is about focusing on being happy, and the underlying energy is the King of Wands and the Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like sometimes the universe has a higher plan for us, and until we step onto our path and are focusing on standing in our power, working our mission, and truly focusing on like the family karma and really putting the effort into like find the balance and doing the healing towards it, like that can't come in until that time. And you have to also be grateful for the time that the universe and source is giving you right now to do the work. Because trust me, you want to find the balance with yourself before you are with that other person and have to day to day do that balance. So the more self-love you can have,
Very much.
The more self-love you can have, the better.
Yes.
Do you agree, Dave?
Most definitely. From experience.
I say we learn everything so we can teach it to others.
Yes.
So
Hope that helps.
okay. How about Aurora?
How things will go with the crush.
Yeah. And definitely SS the self-love, like the more you can like love and accept yourself and just know how amazing you are, the faster like that energy can turn around. And do you know where your North Node is in your Chiron? Because Celia's like, those are like super important things. As soon as I started working on those, I brought Dave into my experience.
It's amazing. So, Aurora, first thing I get is joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Ascend the mountain. Keep going forward. Fellow travelers, supports all around you. Wise leader, you're the beacon to others. So, underlying energy is unknown territory or exactly where you need to be. So, it's be happy.
Are you yes, definitely beautiful cards.
Yes.
And we're gonna get some tarot.
Yeah, so it's just come from your heart. Just know that you're on that path and
Are you being vulnerable?
being vulnerable.
Are you being vulnerable?
Are you open to love?
Yes. But are you vulnerable? Like we both have masculine and feminine energy within us, each person. And you have to find the balance with your own masculine and your own feminine. And then you have to have that balance with that other person as well. But those look like beautiful cards, but like the unknown territory makes me feel like, this is like
stand in the wonder of it. Just enjoy the journey.
And I get the 9 of Wands, which is just a little guarded. And you probably are mirroring that. You get the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Take a different approach and ask. Say, hey, I'm feeling this. You want to talk about it? Because let me tell you, me and Dave, like we talk about everything, like everything. And that like will help you like stand in your power. Like, where's the balance with your masculine energy? And that person's a mirror to you. So you're like, that's a mirror. Like, if you're worried, she's going to feel like that worried. Like, women are so intuitive. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
But like literally, we are doing the work every day. I mean, Dave, you thought you were doing the work when you were alone. How is it now?
Fast forward.
Different like level totally on the whole thing. Yeah, but we feel like things are going to work out, and maybe just take a more straightforward approach and be like, this is what I'm feeling. Can we talk about it? Like, be that masculine energy of this is how I'm feeling. I'm taking the action. I'm going to, you want to talk about it? Because I'll come and I'll talk to Dave about something. And you know what? At first he's like, no. And then we keep talking. And then Dave comes back around. He's like, you're right about that. And I'm like, well, I'm channeling,
Swords.
Celia's coming through, which is my bridge to source. So,
yeah.
And you have that. So like, if you're not sure and you're going to have the conversation, try this. Say, I asked my ego to step aside and I asked my higher self to have this conversation. Me and Dave have been in some really, really, really bad places. like really bad, and I've asked Celia to take care of it, and how quick did it take care of it?
30 seconds.
Like literally, by literally being like putting my ego, like I said, I asked my ego to step aside. Celia, can you have this conversation? Literally, me and Dave were on the verge of like being done. And literally in 30 seconds, Celia fixed it. By me surrendering to her and just saying, can you take care of this? Ego is strong.
Both had to surrender and it happened quickly.
As soon as I did, he mirrored me and surrendered right into it as well. Of letting that ego go. So when you're having communication with anybody that you think is going to be difficult, you can do that. I surrender, I ask my ego to step aside. I ask my higher self to have that conversation. And hi, Dollface Diva. How are you? Do you have a question? Yes, the ego is strong. Me and Dave were just talking about the ego and, about the sword suit, that how, you have the 2 is swords to make the choice, and the 3 is about the heart healing, and the 4 is, that healing period, and the 5 is the new clarity on it. And the 6, you're moving forward, you're doing good. And 7, you're like, I'm walking away from this shit that's not serving me. And then what happens? You go to the 8 of swords, which is more chaos in your mind than you could ever imagine. Because when you're about to have a breakthrough, the ego like steps it up like so high to like ridiculous. And then you get to the 9 of swords and you realize, hold on, my higher self doesn't feel this way. Like, okay, I'm going to ask the higher self, how does it feel? And then
10 swords.
New clarity.
The soul.
Well, then you go back to the 1, new clarity. Like, so just like, so let that ego go. Like, aw, thank you. So we are gonna her and Eric's connection, the Dollface Diva.
Okay. Cards for Dollface.
I put the other cards up, so Dave's doing it because I'm just doing tarot. So
okay.
He still has an Denise Slim deck though. Oh no, you have the Kyle Gray cards.
Okay. Energy. What's the energy about this?
It's funny when I'm going to use those cards, I can hear Kyle Gray's voice like calling me. Like, so it's like over here.
Okay. So my aura is magnetic to golden opportunities, and your sensitivity is a gift. So that's just be yourself, and you'll just attract all that wonderfulness to you. And just be sensitive. You gotta be vulnerable in those situations. And underlying energy is trust the wisdom within. So you know what's going on. So just shine your light, be magnetic, and good things are going to happen.
And I get for you the 9 of Cups, which is personal wish fulfillment. Be happy. Like this person is by themselves. Like focus on your happiness and stop worrying about what, stop worrying about what he's doing. Let him go. Like he can feel you focusing on him. And then you get the 10 of Swords upside down. So you need to let that burden go. So you get the 8th, the 9th, the 10. So we're ready for the new cycle. Underlying energy is, the sun. You know what? You can block that off some. You can say, I wish to put myself in a little bubble. Like bubble up.
Pull your energy back, pull your power back.
You can focus on where your aura is. It's out about 30 inches around you. You know what you can do? You can have the intention of pulling your energy back. And as you pull that back, it like tightens it up. So then you're not quite feeling as much from everybody else.
Awesome.
And you're communicating with him in the 5D. So when you're like asleep or whatever, you have communication with him.
Twin flame thing.
Yeah. Just keep focusing on your happiness. Like, yes, it's not a dream. You're meeting him in the astral. Like, Like we do that when we go to sleep, we leave our bodies. Like we're connected by a silver cord, so we come back. But like you were going and meeting him in the 5D. You just have to focus on your happiness and standing in your own power. In the 5D, it's more about just being in the now and being. It's not. It's about feeling. Feel him.
Get the knowing. Right?
Yes. And now you're talking to him, and you know what? If you want to go and have a talk with him, say, I wish to call in my higher self. I ask my higher self to have a conversation with his higher self. And then say what you want to say. And ask for communication back, and you will get it from his higher self that's totally in the 5D, totally in a higher perspective place.
Aww.
It's always working out.
It is.
Yeah. It's always working out, right, Dave?
It is. It's amazing.
So, you are very welcome. Have you been to your place, Celia says. She's got a beautiful little place she goes to.
I was at the Denise Lynn deck.
Yes. That was in here, and I'm like, I'm not using those because I only use them for her. But I'm like, I'm trying not to, I wasn't really using my Celia deck.
Okay.
Tarot, so I was like, I don't need any. Oh, it's been raining. Oh, we haven't had much rain. We just got cold. I'm not. I don't like going out in 30 degree weather. It's okay.
I
So
appreciate the summertime.
it does make me. Kat got us. What should I focus on right now? And any advice from my spiritual team moving forward on things?
Okay.
Those almost went off.
I know. They're ready to fly. So the first card I get is balance. Next card I get is preparation. And then I get soar. So that just sounds like
Get ready, it's about to happen.
get ready, it's about to happen. As soon as you find that balance of within yourself, that's laying the groundwork of getting ready to get ready to get ready because you're about ready to soar. Underlying energy is isolation, and that just dark night of the soul is that are you feeling isolated? Are you trying to find that balance between the light and the dark?
You feel like you've been working on the shadow.
Yes.
Working on the shadow. And as you find the boundary with that, because the 7 of Wands can be sometimes about blocking whatever you need to heal in the heart. That is the work you need to do. What's blocking your heart? When you heal this shadow, like, is when you find your balance. Like, literally, that's the underlying energy is the balance. So you just got to heal. What's blocking your heart? What hurt your heart? What caused you to, humans, What caused you to put a boundary? Spend some time with some animals then.
Get ready to soar.
I say that because we have a squirrel out here just going to town on the fence out here. We have a little corn thing. He's done ate half the corn cob. Actually, he's probably planted it in the yard.
Yes.
Well, find your balance. Find forgiveness of yourself. Normally we need to forgive ourselves is a big thing on that. So where is your forgiveness that you need to give to yourself? When you find the balance with that, Do you think you have a bad picker of like friends and relationships and things? Do you think you have a bad picker? Look, Dave.
Excuse me. Picker was broken there for a while.
I only, from experience, like, why do you think my list when I was looking for Dave was so long? Because my picker I thought was broken. I knew what I did want and what I didn't want. And I had to look at finally of where, because I kept attracting people that were not emotionally available, not ready for commitment. And you know what? As soon as I worked on the cycle, the wheel, it opened my heart of where did, what was my feeling on commitment? And that went all the way back, what do you got, Dave?
Relationships are assignments.
They definitely are.
Yeah.
So you got to love yourself and heal yourself and forgive whatever happened and try to see it from a different perspective. It taught me to be, more discerning. It taught me what I didn't want, so that therefore I also know what I do want. Sometimes you got to know what you don't want. And sometimes you really got to get a big dose of that to really be like, hold on, that is not what I want.
Yes.
You ever have that, Dave?
Yes, all the time.
So
hope that helps.
Okay, I think we're right at an hour. That's the best attitude. Nobody's ever going to get you. They always see things from their perspective, and their perspective is always skewed towards them. So honestly, nobody can ever really get you. And if you don't care and you can let that go, is like the best thing you could ever do for yourself. Like we always tell Dave, don't care what anybody else thinks. If you could get that down, like everything else is a piece of cake. Like totally. Like all you have to do is decide.
Just be happy. Be yourself.
Just be yourself. Kathy, how are you doing? And we will get your question. Yeah, the more you don't care what anybody else thinks, the better off overall you'll be. Because if you care what they think, then you tend to do things to do out of duty versus this is from, I just want to be of service. How do you feel about that, Dave?
It's called true love and coming from the heart.
Do you get different results when you're coming from the heart?
I do. I know I do.
I know I do as well.
Yeah. And it's not always what I expect either. So it's
It's not what you expect? What?
Sometimes. So. It's that control thing. Back to that.
Sometimes it's about you getting comfortable with yourself. And like in part of my journey, I spent a lot of time alone, and my daughter was like, how can you just spend time alone? And I'm like, well, I got where I like myself, so I'm okay being with myself. So part of it's that, are you comfortable with yourself in your own skin? Sometimes, sometimes the universe likes to isolate us, to have us get downloads of things and get integrated and make sure, like, are you meditating? Are you, taking care of that stuff? Are you, following the guidance? Are you asking for the person, are you asking for, I am ready for, someone to walk this journey with me. I am ready for, a fellow traveler, a friend, somebody that's on this path. Are you, Oh, I know. That's why I stay by myself. So, because you're a light worker and we're here to do things. But transformation's coming with the moon. All you have to do is ask if you're ready for like Are you ready for, a fellow traveler on this path? Are you ready for a mentor? If you're ready, ask. Say, bring me the guidance I'm ready for. Sometimes it's literally just waiting on you to give it the okay, and then it'll bring you, exactly what you need. Anybody else have a question? I called on Kathy, but I don't think she ever responded, so she may have left. So if not, we've been an hour, and I told Dave about an hour. So
Okay.
we would like to thank everyone for joining us today. We will. I'll be back again tomorrow. Dave may or may not join me. We'll see. Everyone, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.